Today, we go off script and do something in Minecraft I have never done before. Don't laugh at me. And that is raid an ocean monument. I feel so weird for saying I've never done that, and I expect a lot of F's in chat for that, but I've actually never raided an ocean monument before in survival Minecraft, and we actually have two of them here. We got one over there, and we got one over there. So we're not only going to raid one ocean monument today, we're going to go over how to raid two of them. I have two different strategies I want to use. One of them, well, I've never raided one before, so we'll see how the strategy actually goes. One of them, the second one's going to be actually kind of crazy and fun. The first one, we're going to try to do it more in a structured way. So let's go get some materials to gather together to raid an ocean monument. So one of the first things we need to do in preparation is fly. And then we need to get together the materials that we need. Whoa, what's going on in here? What are all these guys? Oh, they're all drowned that have been collecting. What kind of a problem do we have here? Oh, there's pillagers down here. There's all sorts of things down here. What is happening? Okay, well, after that problem, we're down on our witch farm here because I need to get some things together to make a couple of different potions. No, we need water breathing potions and we need night vision potions. I have bottles down here somewhere. Yep, we got some empty bottles. We'll take a stack of those. And I think we get water breathing potions from the witches here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, looks like our farm does not get water breathing potions, so we're gonna go need to get some puffer fish. That way we can do that. I can either fish the puffer fish or I could fly over to a coral reef that has puffer fish as well. And I happen to know exactly where a coral reef is, so I guess we'll just go fish kill some puffer fish and get them that way. So I'm gonna head out to the reef, get some puffer fish, and then we're gonna make some water breathing potions and some potions of night vision. Get your carrots, golden carrots, and puffer fish ready. Fuel, water, nether wart, puffer fish, water breathing 3 minutes, add redstone for water breathing 8 minutes. And one more time, fuel, water, nether wart, golden carrot, and we have a night vision of 3 minutes, redstone to make it night vision of 8 minutes, and some milk. And don't forget some solid protection for gear to protect you from being killed by the guardians, which we will go ahead and upgrade to netherite. And we're going to bring some TNT. Yes, TNT, absolutely. And an easily breakable building block. I like to use moss, and I brought a hoe. A hoe is good to have too, because we're going to find sponges and they break sponges instantly. Also, don't forget a boat. Boats are good to have too. And also, for good measure, I brought a totem of undying. Now we're going to end up raiding two of these. The first one we're going to do the more like traditional way. We got one over there and one over, oh, there it is right there. So we got two guardian temples here. And again, like I said, I've never actually done this before. I've never had a reason to really raid an ocean monument. I've never needed any of the drops from it. I've never really used sea lanterns in any like large fashion, at least not on a server that I couldn't just buy them anyways. So this is a new experience for me. I did watch some videos of some creators that did it. Most recently, I saw Pixel Riff's video. Now, one thing I'm not going to assume is that Bedrock and Java are going to work in the same way, because we all know that a lot of times they don't. So we're going to take some extra precautions, and we're going to note a few differences between Bedrock and Java off the bat. First of all, on Java Edition, you may see players put a door down to sit inside the door to get some oxygen if they don't have water breathing or if their water breathing runs out. You cannot do that on Bedrock Edition because the door gets waterlogged. Doors are not waterloggable on Java. They are on Bedrock. That's difference number one. Another difference I'm wondering about, the guardians don't spawn in the same on Bedrock Edition, and I feel like largely they spawn on the outside of the temple. So when we're outside of the temple, I feel like we're gonna have to be a little extra cautious. When we're on the inside, I don't think are gonna be as much of an issue. Also, there is a spawn limit on Bedrock Edition. It's going to mean that we have less of them overall to deal with. So I think from a difficulty perspective, things should be a little bit easier. We are going to set up base camp over here. I will not leave my elytra at this point, so we will switch over to our chest plate. we will just kind of have a little base camp set up right over here, I think, of any of the things that we may like need to come back and get. Actually, I think I'll leave these things in. Well, I have my spawn set here just in case I die. I don't think I will, but we have that set. So we have rockets here in case we need them for some reason, although you can't use rockets underwater on Bedrock Edition, so we should not need those. And I have like all my extra stuff here just in case we need any of those things. And I think generally speaking, we're ready to go. So I think we're going to tackle this one right here first. What we're going to do is we're going to put down a boat, and we're going to take some blocks over, and we're going to end up getting the mining fatigue effect as soon as we get somewhat close to this temple, because the Elder Guardian will actually give this effect to you once you get close enough, and it makes it so you essentially cannot mine any blocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to get all the way over here. Oh, we see some Guardians already, and you see the Elder Guardian's tail flopping around in there. So we're going to try to break in there, and I don't know how I'm going to keep from getting blasted by these guys. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. First thing I'm going to do is actually set up a little base camp right here above. This will just give me somewhere to retreat to if I feel like I need to get out of the water and get somewhere, and also have the boat close by too. So with mining fatigue, we can't break blocks. If you see this, incredibly slow. I don't know how fast. Yes, this will break pretty quick, which is why I brought the moss blocks. So that's not bad, but anything else, we're not gonna be able to break it. So what we're gonna do first, let's go ahead and let's get potioned up. Our water breathing will give us 8 minutes of not being able to drown. Our night vision potion will make it so we can see nice and easily under the water. And we're gonna actually set off some TNT to blow a hole in the top here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place 4 blocks this way. TNT is not actually going to damage anything or break any blocks if it's touching water. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place the TNT in here. We are going to use our fire aspect sword and click on the TNT to activate it. And then I'm gonna cover it over with a block too. So let's go ahead, let's do this. Let's do this. We won't get hurt even if we're close. As you can see, that blew a hole in the top, and the Elder Guardian is down there. Now on Bedrock Edition, usually fighting mobs is a little bit easier than on Java because you can actually spam click to kill the mobs. So I think that's going to be our strategy. We're going to go down and we're just going to click as fast as we can to fight this guy. Now I'm noticing mining fatigue is also making my sword attack a lot slower. I did not expect that, but we should be fine. So let's go. And as you can see, yep, we killed him before he could even get a single hit in on us. Super easy. So you can do that here, and you can, oh, we're getting targeted. Let's see if we can get out the way. If you break the line of sight, they won't be able to hit you. But also those guys are going to be in 2 of these wings to the side as well. I'm a little bit less familiar with where exactly that's going to be, where the rooms are. I imagine they're on the far left, or here's the front. So they're probably on the left side and the right side. What we're going to do though is we're going to take a different strategy for this part where we're just going to swim in really quick. As you can see, the Guardians, there's a bunch of them on the outside. There really should not be many of them on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to swim out inside and see if we can't find the other 2 Elder Guardians. If you see any Guardians, you can either decide to tackle them and like fight them, or you can just leave them alone because yes, if they see you, they will target you, but once you get away, they won't be able to target you and hit you anymore. Or they do have thorns damage, so be kind of careful if you decide to hit them. But as you can see, if we get close to them, if you have good gear like I have here, they're not really that hard to fight and kill. Here's another one of the Elder Guardians. So we're just gonna rush him really quickly and then attack really quick. Kill him, and here is the 3rd Elder Guardian, which we will promptly take care of. Now, once the Elder Guardians are gone, you can go ahead and make your way out. You'll want to drink a milk to get rid of the negative status effect, and I will go ahead and down a couple of these potions again, just so I have the water breathing and the night vision again, because the reason I came here was I want to get some sea lanterns and some prismarine for roofs, and we'll get the sponges too, just because we can get the sponges. So now that I don't have to worry about the mining fatigue, we can make our way down there and get those amazing things, and then we'll gear up in a moment here for the 2nd attempt at a Guardian Temple, and this one should be a little bit more chaotic and fun. Also, one of the prizes you can find in here, once you find this big block of dark prismarine, is you got some gold blocks in here. And yeah, we have a gold farm, so we don't really need a ton of gold, but It's a nice little treasure to have, especially if you want to get some gold early game. Super good way to do it. Also, the reason I told you to bring your a hoe is because you will find sponges in here too, which are obviously really nice to have, and maybe we'll go over their uses in more full detail at some point. But you can place a dry sponge down. It will soak up a whole lot of water, which can be super useful if you have a lot of water that you need to clear. I'm going to continue to go through and collect some of these prismarine blocks though, because I don't know. I know a lot of you guys are going to say down in the comments section below, make a guardian farm, make a guardian farm. If there's enough of an outcry for a guardian farm, I might do it. But for now, we are still going to get some of this prismarine because I would like to use prismarine for some of the roofs in the town, which I think I said earlier. So grabbing especially the dark prismarine might be a good idea. Okay, guardian temple number 2 is about to happen. And well, first I want to sleep, but we're going to have a lot of fun with this one because we have... That's the wrong one. We got buckets of axolotls. So we're going to take these guys in and just watch the destruction happen and see if we can't go through and find those elder guardians, and we're going to teach them a lesson. Remember though, if you're using this strategy, you're going to need yourself a bucket of tropical fish. That way they follow you around. So I'm going to find that and then we're going to go. There we go. Tropical fish acquired. So strategy number 2 didn't work anywhere near as good because those axolotls, once you put that bucket of water, bucket of fish away, they really don't listen to you anymore. They just kind of go and do their own thing, and they got beat pretty bad by the Elder Guardian as well overall after we got through the second one. So I'm just going to go ahead and collect the rest of the goodies from this temple right here, and then we will take a look at both what I got and talk about why I got it. And what did we bring home? We brought home a lot of stuff, a whole lot of dark prismarine. I grabbed some regular prismarine. I just kept it while I was like mining out this basically. Plenty of sea lanterns, plenty of wet sponges. I feel like I forgot, like I left some sponges, so maybe we'll go back for those, or maybe we don't. I don't really need them anyways. Some gold blocks and some other little bits that were drops too. First, since we're on this topic, let's take a look at the sponges really quick, because a lot of you would probably benefit from seeing what sponges are, how they work, and how you use them. So once you have the sponges, there's something that you need to do with them. They're wet, you need to dry them out. You can do one of two things. You can either place them in your furnaces, at which point they will go through and they will dry. So just take a lot of them and put them through your super smelter if you have one. Or number 2, find yourself a somewhat safe place in the nether and just sit them down. And they will instantly dry out when you sit them down, and then you can just mine them up. This is the easiest and best way to do it in my opinion. So if I were you, this is what I would do. And this is surprisingly satisfying. And then you can take your sponges to an area where you want to get rid of a lot of water. Let's say you have like one of these little dips like out in the ground somewhere where you plan on building something. I can just go down into here, and then sometimes you're going to want to be pretty quick with it to make sure that you get all the water. But if I can just like that, I got rid of the water there, and then I can place a couple in here, place one right there, and yeah, that's it. We soaked up all the water that quickly, and it's so much easier than actually just like manually filling all the water in, or all of the like blocks in to get rid of all the water. This way it's going to save you a lot of time. So sponges, 100% worth it, whether you are doing big or small projects with it. And I thought there's more water over here to get rid of. Ah, here we go. Bam, all done. 3 sponges that quick. Awesome. But there was another use I had for this too. So you may notice I've changed the lighting in here a little bit, and I did this with the stream the other day, and it looks really good. I do like it. And I was doing the lighting change for RTX mode to try to find something that looked a little bit better. And I do think this looked better than the lanterns. The problem with lanterns that you'll see when I go in here is they emit light around. They do not emit light downwards. So what you end up with is a kind of dark area down towards the bottom below the lanterns. So we used end rods here, which are a little more modern looking than I would like to do in the rest of the town, but I think looked good here. But I want to use sea lanterns, and I found a cool trick in terms of how I think I want to use them. So let me get all of this dark oak out in this one little section right here first. And I found what I thought was maybe going to be a neat lighting trick, at least something that looks really cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw these sea lanterns down here first, which on their own like this are actually, they're quite bright, aren't they? And they first of all, they're not really lighting out here a whole lot more. They're more lighting upwards. But I thought, would it look cool? Oh no, you know what? It doesn't work because, oh, man, that's really disappointing, because the sea lanterns have a border around them. This is actually not really allowing for any light through it all. Epic fail. Here's a little bit more of the look that I was going for. It looks kind of cool with the glowstone under there where you have the trapdoors blocking it, because it's letting just a little bit of light up, and it almost looks like you have little like LED lights down there below. But that's like offering just enough lighting in here to where it actually feels like it's pretty well lit. So I don't know, maybe we'll use the glowstone down here. Maybe I'll get rid of the glowstone. I'm not really sure. How about you guys down in the comment section below? Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm curious. Now, when it comes to next episode, I got some plans for this pesky bird over here. And I actually tried to get him on stream. We had thought, the stream and I thought that he had logged out in that spot. There's a spot in there that he had logged out there, and we were going to be able to trap him. So I actually made a little platform in there. I covered the whole thing over by lava, and we made it to where he would spawn into this area where all you could see was lava and obsidian down below him. And there was absolutely no good way for him to get out. Unfortunately, this plan did not work because he did not log out in that location. So we need to deal with the pesky bird. I have a good idea, but we're going to be doing that in the next episode. And that is going to be all for this episode. If you did like it, please drop a like and click the subscribe button. Also, comment section below, let me know, should we do a guardian farm? I don't know if we should do one or not. You let me know. Guardian farm, yes or no. Drop a comment, give some thumbs up to people that comment it. I need to see some kind of figures here to decide if I'm going to do it or not. Otherwise, I appreciate you being here for this episode. It's a little bit of a shorter one this time, but I'm sure we'll have fun in the next one. We got a storage room here to finish, and we might have a guardian farm to do. So I'll catch you next time. Bye.